This is an International S Series tractor with a Lowboy trailer. It's made by First Gear and it's in 1/25th scale. Now First Gear just labels this as an S Series tractor. I think it's an S2600, but I'm not really sure. Right there is about where it would be labeled, but it's blank. And like I said, I think it's an S2600. Maybe it's an S25, but I think it's an S26. It's a pretty big tractor. And the 2600 was the biggest that International made at the time. Now this is a really nice Lowboy set. It is enormous. You can kind of tell. I mean, it's a little more than 2 feet long. It goes with all the other International 1/25th scale stuff, and it's pretty fantastic. They made a bunch of different versions of these tractors. There's a couple set up for like a case dealership tractor. There's one for an International. I think this also comes in white and maybe another color. I'm not sure. This one's obviously red. There's no markings on the door or anything, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it would look pretty good with one of the fire service dozers. Now, generally speaking, these are really fantastic trucks. They really are. First Gear did such a good job with all the details and everything. The tractor's great. The trailer's fantastic. You have your air lines and electric lines, and they got the glad hands right here on the trailer that you can hook into. You even have a spot on the back of the cab that you can, if you take the trailer off, you can plug everything in right there, so it's got a spot. It's got a winch for the Lowboy, you can drop the neck down on the ground, like it'll lay flat, so you can run your equipment up and down right off the neck of the trailer. Anyway, you got a winch that and a pin too, so you can pin in right here to drop the neck up and down. The kingpin for the neck of the Lowboy even comes out, so the trailer, the trailer neck will lay flat, which is really cool. Like I said, First Gear just does such a good job with these 1/25th scale models. Now this one is a little bit older, and it is probably 90% metal. This thing's heavy, it's beefy, it is really well built, and there's not a lot of plastic to be found. So, obviously the finer detail parts are plastic, but for the most part, this thing weighs a metric ton. If you flip the hood up, all the, try to get my fat hands out of the way, all the motor details are just fantastic. It looks really good. All the wiring, all the hoses, and just everything is there. It's just a fantastic, fantastic tractor. Over here you can see the turbo side. And just everything's there. It's really cool. If you look inside the cab, you can see everything's in there. It's kind of hard to see, but everything's there. Hell, you can even flip up the battery box. Take a look at the batteries there. If you turn, trying to be gentle with it, if you turn the tractor over, it's got everything that it should underneath. And my favorite part of these 1/25th scale tractors is that the drive lines are actually hooked up and they turn with the axles. I think that's just fantastic. It's such a great little detail that you would never ever know about with it just sitting on the shelf. And you look at the back there, you can see all the fantastic detail. You even have a roller in the frame, and you got the ramp there too, going right up to the fifth wheel. They're just fantastic trucks. They really are. First Gear just killed it. Absolutely killed it with these trucks. You can see right there where you can plug the, you can run your glad hands back into the cab if you're not using them. You even have a hanger for all your lines to keep them up out of the frame, the drive line, and everything else. Which is really just really cool. Now the trailer is really nice. Your wings do fold out. I swear they do. I'm not making this up. If I can find one that'll go. There we go. And you do have the extensions that you can put on for the deck, which is nice. The deck looks good. Underneath has everything that it should. It's just really nice quality. You got a nice wide load sign back there to match the tractor. And the neck does fold down flat to make the ramp. That's where the winch comes in, because you would use the winch on the tractor because this isn't powered at all. You use the winch on the tractor to run it back down off the roller. You run the pin right there, and you run it off the roller and you lay it down on the ground, and then you unhook the winch, you drive off, and then you can run a piece of equipment back on the trailer, and then you come back to it and you reverse the process. The winch will pick it up enough that it'll fold itself back up, and you pull it right onto the tractor. And I don't have the kingpin in it right now, but that's basically, so you can kind of demonstrate, really. So you'd hook your winch up to the pin there, or rather you pin it in over the roller. It would come up over the roller, and it would, as it pulls itself up, it's going to basically reset itself, and you'd pull it right into your fifth wheel, and that's how you'd reset it. Most Lowboys, like the vast majority, don't use this style anymore because winch tractors just aren't that common. They really just aren't. Some rental outfits still have winches. You see a lot of oil field trucks still have winches, but for the most part, everybody uses, I don't know if you call it a conventional Lowboy, but they either run off the hydraulic system off the tractor, or they have their own self-contained hydraulic system to detach the neck entirely. You don't have this ramp system anymore. The neck will basically, you pick it up to remove the travel stops, and then the neck will set the deck on the ground, and then you can it'll unlatch itself from the trailer, and you drive away with the tractor. That's basically how all the goosenecks work now. But back in the day, this was a pretty common way of doing it. Now, the set really does look good. It displays very well, and it looks excellent if you throw something on the trailer. And what better piece of equipment for on the trailer than a old TD25? It's just about matched perfectly. I think this would be a permit load today. I'm not really sure. I don't know what the weight of that is off the top of my head, but I think this is pretty fair load for this setup. Anyway, that's about it. These are fantastic. If you get the chance to get one, I definitely recommend it. If you have other 1/25th scale models, because it's just a fantastic set. It really is. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask. If you'd like to see more of what we have, please subscribe to Maryland Construction Diecast. And thanks for watching.